That's not. I mean, it's one of the hardest sports, I would say.
Definitely.
Right?
I mean, it's a different thing. Like bodybuilding and going to the gym is completely different. You know, there's people who just want to do it and stay healthy, but bodybuilding is another extreme because, you know, it's literally like building muscle and then getting shredded and then not eating this, not eating that. But I'll let her tell like more of the story. So yeah, please let us know your story and your upbringing and how that kind of came to fault.
Well, yeah, absolutely. So bodybuilding. So before bodybuilding, you know, I was just on the track of definitely just going to the gym here and there. And then I got into powerlifting and I really loved that too. But for bodybuilding specifically, I've always been so intrigued by it. And like, I almost felt like I couldn't do it too because of the discipline that they have to put into it and specifically the diet.
Yeah.
Because you can send me to the gym for 2 hours a day. You can send me there and I'll be like solid.
Yep.
Like I love working out. But when it comes to prep and when it comes to having to be disciplined with like your diet and really being regimented too with going to the gym at a certain time, waking up, going to sleep, managing your schedule with work.
Yeah.
And it's a lot. It's a job in its own. It's honestly a job.
So why do you do it? If it sounds miserable, why do you do it?
I love it.
Yeah.
And specifically, so when I got into it, I'll be totally transparent here. I got into it because I just want to see my body change. You know, as a power lifter, it was great. I was strong, but your girl's always been thick, and I love it. You know, being thick's great, but
PJ, do you like it thick?
100%. I was just about to say.
I mean, it's good that you like that you guys both like it thick. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you trying to? Are you trying to say that it's like mutual?
You know, what if you don't like it thick, PJ? I don't know,
bro. I'm shredded right now. I don't know what you're saying. Right. For all for the audio listeners, I'm shredded right now. Believe me.
Okay.
But let's dive into more. And you know, did you start working out? Why did you start working out? Because obviously, before you do bodybuilding, you have to work out. Like, what really made you go into that? Because I do know your story, and I think it's a good one to hear. So,
got into my fitness journey specifically just from the beginning.
Yeah, go ahead, share. Yeah, your fitness journey. Like, why did you start working out?
So actually, I started really young. I was overweight growing up. Like when I say overweight, I told you my dad was in the military. Yeah. He came back from Iraq, and I weighed more than my dad.
Holy
and I was.
Sorry. So it's just an amazing story, though. Sorry.
Was your dad like small?
He was. I mean, he was in Iraq fighting the war, right? Like
okay.
They're not eating like.
Yeah.
Still a grown man, though.
Yeah. I weighed more than Like
how old were you at this time?
I was 9 going on 10.
Damn.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool because shout out. I'm gonna just say that reaction I live for.
Yeah, that's okay.
You know?
That's okay.
Yeah, what's
how tall is your dad? 5'2"?
He's
nah.
no, he's 5'5".
Okay, all right. So that's still okay. All right.
You know, so
got to give context to our listeners out there.
Yeah. So and the great thing about it though, like I did start at a young age. My parents got me into working out, teaching me how to diet.
Yeah.
And then when I got to like high school and everything like that, like it was so. And then going into college, I'd say like more around like my junior year is where I started getting more into like lifting. And then also like, I'm not gonna lie to all my girls out there. I know all my women, we started as cardio bunnies because we have all of these stigmas of getting big and everything, right? But yeah, it was definitely like something that had stuck with me for a long time, with my fitness journey, with really trying to stay fit and stay in shape. But I will say like there was a lot of things I had to unlearn, with like my fitness journey, especially in the beginning, because it was like, you eat this and you're going to look good, or you're going to, I went through this little phase where I was like, if I don't eat at all, like, I'm not saying I was like, I don't want to do anything to trigger, but I was definitely at a place where I didn't know what the right way that would work for me in my diet. You know what I mean? Towards my goals or anything. I didn't really have goals in my fitness goals other than losing weight, if that makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense because I'm going to tie back to business.
Yeah.
There, like with fitness training and bodybuilding, there is no, like, there's not one right way.
Yeah.
it all depends on what you want your business to look like or your body to look like.
Exactly.
You want big legs and a big butt, you better do something else. You want, Johnny Bravo like me, kind of big and slim at the bottom.
Yeah.
It's a different workout, right? Same thing with business.
Yeah.
You can't expect to do the same thing as somebody else and get the result you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it starts with understanding what is it that you want?
Yeah.
How do you want your life to look like, your body to look like, and your business to look like?
Yeah.
I think like also what I could pull back from that is from what you're saying is back to business. It's the idea of trying to do like everything, right? You're like, because there's so many diets out there, right?
Yeah.
There's so many diets out there. There's like keto, there's freaking high carb, low carb, blah, 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 whatever, you know? And in business, there's so many business opportunities, right? There's like, oh, should I be like an Amazon FBA? Should I be a creative? Should I be in real estate, right? And I think if you never give the time, because all of these will work,